All right, I want you to meet someone special today. You may have seen her here on Central Valley Talk. She has her own show called The Pattie Sadler Show.
Hey, Mike, how are you today?
I'm good. You've been on since January.
Yes.
Yeah. And you told me it was like an inspirational show.
Well, it's inspirational in the format that I have people coming on with really great stories. I like to share community programs and opportunities for people to serve and in the community, and entrepreneurs as well that want to get themselves out there. So.
Was being a host what you expected it to be?
Wow.
That's a tough one, I know.
That's a good question. Yes and no. I really enjoy it. I didn't expect to be a talk show host, and it just...
well, nobody expects to
I
be.
know. So, I mean, it's just pretty exciting, the whole effort.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that it'll eventually make a big difference all over the world. So
That's the nice thing about what we do here at Central Valley Talk, though. Literally anybody can come in and have their own show. I mean, it's not free, but
No.
it's very inexpensive, and it gives you a chance to hone your skills or work on your abilities.
Yes,
And in your case, share inspirational stories.
yes, and get to know people like
Get to
you.
know people, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know my
I meet all
spot
kinds
now.
of different people every day.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Sometimes I meet them more than once.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is just hilarious.
So you have a show coming up this weekend.
I do.
All right.
I do.
Do you have the line? Stop it, Billy. I'm sorry. Do you have your guest line up for this weekend?
I do have some guests. I have a beautiful author. I have a young woman who's in recovery coming to talk about a transitional home that I run in. Well, I'm the program coordinator for a transitional home in Visalia. So we're going to talk about that and some of the outreach programs. So
Okay. And for the whole hour you're going to talk with her?
yes, mostly
Yeah?
yes.
Yeah.
A special guest.
Now, I'm always curious, because I know it happens to me every once in a while, when you just hit a wall and, like, I've asked every possible question I can ask. Have you run into that yet? And you still
Yeah.
have 20 minutes left in the show?
Yes.
What do you do? What do you do?
I take time out for myself and I talk to the screen, and I just let them hear about my heart and what's in my mind, because sometimes you do have a wall, and some guests really don't have a lot to say, so you have to fill in somewhere.
Yeah, the worst is the
Yes.
guests that are yes, no, yes. Could you expound on
How
that?
about you tell me, you're the host?
Well, that's a lot of it is how you phrase your questions.
Yes, it is.
If you
Yes,
don't
it is.
ask yes or no questions,
Yes.
it's like, tell me about. You have to draw it out of them.
Yes,
And
I do.
It becomes an art. People think it's easy.
It is not
you know.
easy, folks.
It's not easy. Yeah.
Okay, this man is a pro, and I mean, I know that, and I'm still learning, but it is not easy, but it's a fun job.
Yeah. Dick
So-
Clark, one of my heroes, said, if people think that what you do is easy, then you're doing your job.
Wow, yeah,
Because
that's
it's not
true.
easy,
That's
and it is a
true.
job.
And if you can make it look effortless,
Yeah.
then, oh yeah, you're a pro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you know, all these kids now with their cell phones, and they've grown up in this media world with their selfies
Yeah.
and taking videos, they think anybody can do this.
Yeah.
And you really can't.
No.
I mean, it takes a special person.
It does. It really does.
So I give you credit for giving it a shot.
Well, thank
and-
you so much.
Yeah.
It's been an honor.
Well, we're not done yet.
Okay.
Because I want to hear about the big 2-hour special you have coming up
yes.
on
Okay.
May the 30th.
I am so excited. I have a special 2-hour special coming up on May 30th on CentralValleyTalk.com. It's also going to air on television as well. And I have 5 very special guests that are coming. One coming from New York, Jamie Heiner. She is a nationally renowned motivational speaker. She just got done doing a TED Talk in Utah.
TED Talks are cool.
Yeah, she's so cool, and I'm real excited. She's got a great story, and so she'll be here. I have Bridget Birch. She is a 4 times New York Times best-selling author, and she's going to be here. She is making waves throughout the world right now. She just is on the she's on the committee for the Parliament Summit of the World Leaders that's coming up in the fall, and so more about that later. But then I have raw chef Wendy, who has a passion for food and health, that can teach us about some raw food and what we can do with it, and she has her own program that she's actually involved in.
I have a raw food person you should get on.
Oh, we'll have to talk about that too. Okay, because I love raw food, and raw chef Wendy, she's got her own program, and she's amazing. And I have Travis Jessup, And he is a master builder. He has a passion for the earth, and he has a great story. And I'm going to wait and let you wonder about that one, because he does have a lot to tell. So I'm just going to let him do it. But I'll tell you this: he was a member of the Fundamentalist Church, and he was involved with, the polygamists and stuff like that. And he also has a passion for the world or the earth, because he was involved in the oil bust when they'd had that big oil rush that's been going on for a while. So he has some things to say about that, and he is a master builder of structures, and it's all custom, and he's just so talented. Then I have a girl named Libby Crow, who has been a nurse for 30, 40 years, and she is also an inspirational and light healer, and so she's going to share some of her experience. She has a great story too, so I'm real excited about these people.
Well, I see why you had to expand the show to 2 hours. That's a lot to pack in there.
Yes, uh-huh.
All right, so Central Valley Talk, not every Saturday,
No.
but Saturday the 2nd, the 16th, and the 30th.
Yes.
You'll be on right here on Central Valley
that's
Talk?
right, uh-huh.
The Pattie Sadler Show?
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much, Mike. It's been a pleasure to be here.
Been a pleasure meeting you, too.
Thank you.
I'll watch your show.
Thank
All
you.
right, and we'll be back with more on Central Valley Talk.